seems, like breathing. Why the referee is allowing Ahunanya to have his cup exposed like that?
Referee Toby Gibson told Ahunanya at the beginning of the fight that he liked the way his trunks were positioned. Now Ahunanya's trunks have come all the way down past the protected belt. Liakhovich isn't worried about that for the moment. He's trying to find some openings to punch. Ahunanya was the more active fighter at the beginning of round 2. Now Liakhovich begins to hammer Ahunanya against the ropes and put him in jail a little bit.
Important enough, though, he's going to the body of Ahunanya. Liakhovich is going to his body.
Ahunanya landed an uppercut. Liakhovich continuing to work to the body. Now Ahunanya drives him back with a right hand and goes to the body himself.
His corner told him, Ahunanya, not to back up.
Watch your heads inside.
Keep coming forward.
I don't think either fighter wants to back up. It's that territorial war that Larry talked about in round 1.
Keep him up.
Big left hand inside by Ahunanya.
Now Ahunanya is doing smart. He's just throwing shots whether they punch or not.
Break.
That's what you got to do. Stay in close and keep your hand on your opponent.
It appears that Ahunanya can be the more active fighter if he'll go ahead and let his hands go. Liakhovich with a double left hook, and now a third left hook behind the right hand. That was a very good point you made between rounds, Larry, about more and more European fighters showing up with the left hook in the arsenal. You didn't used to see it.
Liakhovich is hiding and concealing some power there. You got to be careful if you, Ahunanya, don't get too careless with this guy. Anyone that sits down on their right foot like that, clench the left, understands power.
Ahunanya lands a right hand, following up with a left hand shot. Ahunanya throwing more punches through round 2, beginning to take over the action of the fight just a little bit.
Okay, Hasim, I'll be your referee for this fight tonight. When I say break, I expect you to break clean. If there's a knockdown, you go to the furthest neutral corner and you stay there until I tell you to come out. There is no 3 knockdown rules up to my discretion. Watch your low punches, your kidney punches, and your rabbit punches. If the mouthpiece comes out, you keep fighting. When it's a low in the action, we have it replaced. Don't hit your opponent while he's on the canvas. If you hit him what's on the canvas, it'll cost you 2 points, or you may be disqualified if you cannot continue. Watch your low punches. I'll give you some light warning. However, if punches are intentional, there'll be no warning. There'll be point deductions. I want a good, clean fight. There'll be no saving by the bell in any round, including the last round. If you get an accidental headbutt, we go to the scorecards after 4 completed rounds. Any questions? No. Okay, good luck. Any questions from the chief second? No. Okay, good luck.
There's the best referee in the business right there.
Referee Joe Cortez offering instructions in Hasim Rahman's dressing room. Incidentally, as we mentioned before, we don't have camera access in Lennox Lewis's dressing room. If that continues, you won't see Cortez's instructions to Lennox, but you can bet they'll be similar to what he just said to Hasim Rahman. In the second round, Ahunanya landed 13 of 55 punches. Liakhovich landed 9.
Liakhovich is walking around with his left hand almost to his hip. That allows the shorter opponents to hit you. You can go for the shoulder sometimes. You got to keep your hands up.
I find myself a little puzzled about why Lennox Lewis is suddenly pulled into himself.
Left hook by Ahunanya. Liakhovich dropped his right hand that time. Break. Ahunanya continues to seize the initiative in the first minute of round 3.
He's given up the territory now and is leaning on the ropes and urging his opponent to come to him. His opponent is obliging.
Oh, there's a big left hook by Liakhovich.
Liakhovich is planting himself well behind those punches, too. So that means there's real power there.
And a right hand over the top by Liakhovich. Ahunanya trying to retaliate, but suddenly a burst of accurate power punching by Liakhovich, and that big left hook stuns the Nigerian fighter. Liakhovich with a lot of time left in the round.
When you hit a guy and he lays back and on the back of his feet, that means he's going to run. But this guy has got power. He believes in his power.
Yeah, he's not hiding that power anymore, is he, George?
Oh,
he has unveiled it.
He is sneaky and he is powerful.
Looks like Liakhovich just wanted to lure Ahunanya into opening up so that he could get a couple of counter opportunities, and boom! He has hurt Friday Ahunanya badly in this round.
Get that camera back!
Toby Gibson telling our camera to move back
That
as
camera back!
Ahunanya teetered precariously against the ropes.
One of those guys back up and hit the back of their head with that camera. You're going to see a lot of sorrow.
Seen how wobbly Ahunanya has been for the last minute. Liakhovich patient here as he looks for another opportunity to land the power shot. Misses with the left hook, and Ahunanya, getting his energy back, fires back with the right.
Oh, Ahunanya.
Well, that was an interesting round because under the new dictates of the Vegas or the Nevada Athletic Commission, that might have been a 10-8.
Let your hands go. You can't let this chump beat you, man. You can't let him steal it, Friday. You got to get busy and stay busy. You can't be waiting like that. Let your hands go. You're the champ. He ain't. And he ain't going to be no champ. Let your hands go.
Miss. These punches on body, fight would have been over. Give me a deep breath. No.
I don't think Liakhovich is worried about any championships here. He's just trying to beat the guy in front of him. And that round did a good job of it.
That left was something.
The magnificent Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino, home of the Mandalay Bay Event Center, where we are tonight. And Harold, you heard my point about how under Vegas guidelines that might have been a 10-8 round. How did you score it?
Well, you know, Jim, you got a very good point. I thought that Friday landed enough shots early in the round so that it was a 10-9 round. But I got to tell you, the momentum definitely swung to Sergei Liakhovich, without question. I thought Friday Ahunanya won the first draws easily. Sergei sort of stood in the middle of the round and said, hey, I want to see what this guy's got. He was standing straight up like a totem pole. But boy, did he unleash some beautiful shots, good power shots to win the third round, swing the momentum to him. And Liakhovich looks like he's got a lock on this fight. So 2-1 still in favor of Friday Ahunanya.
When you're fighting a guy like Liakhovich and has got so much power, you must stay close and you must hit them. You can't just wait for good shots. That's what Ahunanya is doing.
That's what Ahunanya's trainer meant when he said, get in there and let your hands go. You can't wait on him.
You don't wait. You don't want to land good, hard shots. You just want to keep your hands busy, keep this fella on defense.
Oh, huge left hand uppercut by Ahunanya, and he follows it up with a straight right hand. And now Liakhovich backs away, having tasted that big uppercut, and Ahunanya intelligently goes to the body. Big left hand shot to the body.
These guys are throwing body shots like nothing.
They are cracking. Ahunanya's got his wits about him. He knew exactly what to do once he turned the tide and got Liakhovich in trouble for a moment.
He gets the closest that he needs, then he backs away and gets into the range of Liakhovich. You got to get the range, close it in, and stay in there if you Ahunanya.
Now Ahunanya crowds him again. Liakhovich only landing one punch at a time after all those good combinations in the third round.
What happened with a good fight like fighter like Liakhovich? He's good, but he's lazy. Get guys like that to just throw shots, they can be champion of the world. What defeats them is laziness and waiting. He's got the power, he's got the best left, the superior left jab. Why in the world is he waiting around?
No holding, clean inside, clean inside.
Liakhovich trying to pot shot over the top with the right hand. Ahunanya now the fighter with his back to the ropes. Liakhovich switches southpaw momentarily, still trying to land the big left. Interesting round. Friday Ahunanya was something of a comeback, and then Liakhovich turned it around again. The electronics leader, Sanyo, is proud to bring you these aerial pictures of Las Vegas from the Sanyo light shift. There's a look at the Sanyo light shift right there. It's because of the Sanyo light shift that people are looking up to Sanyo.
Larry, you have a point to make about the difference in media response and coverage for the fight here as opposed to in South Africa earlier this year.
Now, this is Ed Schuyler, who has been the boxing editor of the Associated Press for 40 years and will be retiring early next year.